And 84 more to come, yes? No? Aware?
Epstein's ties to this country are undeniable. Just have a look at Jeffrey's lawyer Alan Dershowitz defending him live on Fox News.
I understand all the feminist groups and the radicals who think this is the worst thing in the world, that anybody ever had any contact with Jeffrey Epstein. Where are all those radical feminists when it comes to the what? Young Jewish girl? What? Me too, except if you're a Jew. I want to have a list of all the radical feminists who are pushing hard to get all these names revealed, and I want to know how many of them have ever actually condemned them.
This is Virginia, this is Maria, this is Annie. 3 girls who were subjected to depraved, violent sexual abuse at one of Jeffrey Epstein's properties at the hands of elites such as Prince Andrew. And just like how I played you Epstein's defense, I will now play you Prince Andrew's defense.
July of this year, Epstein was arrested on charges of sex trafficking and abusing dozens of underage girls. One of Epstein's accusers, Virginia Roberts, has made allegations against you. She described dancing with you and you profusely sweating, and that she went on to have
a slight problem with the sweating, because I have a peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat. Oh, actually, yes, I didn't sweat at the time because I had suffered what I would describe as an overdose of adrenaline in the Falklands War when I was shot at. I simply, it was almost impossible for me to sweat. On that particular day, which is the 10th of March, I was at home. I was with the children. I'd taken Beatrice to a Pizza Express in Woking.
Why would you remember that so specifically?
Because going to Pizza Express in Woking is an unusual thing for me to do. A very unusual thing for me to do. I've only been to Woking a couple of times, and I remember it weirdly distinctly.
Look man, I've been to Woking. I don't remember a thing. I think it's genuinely the most boring, forgettable city in the UK. So based on that alone, I'm gonna have to say this story is cap. Also, my fellow Brits, you should all know that Prince Andrew was able to end the sexual assault court case against him. He was able to walk away scot-free. Do you want to know why? Because he paid Virginia a £12 million settlement, and his mummy, the Queen, paid her an extra £2 million settlement. Slight problem with this, they are royals. They haven't earned a penny of their own money in their entire fucking lives. The British royals are funded by the British public. £14 million of fucking taxpayer money being used to free Prince Andrew. Right, back to these victims. They, alongside almost every other Epstein victim, have something in common. They were recruited and human trafficked by Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's wife. See, whilst Jeff used his billion-dollar net worth and his high society connections to get men in the jet on the island in front of a camera and then on a blackmail list, allegedly, Ghislaine, on the other hand, used her British accent, her social charm, to lure the children onto the island or the ranch or any other Epstein property. There were dozens. These unsuspecting victims would be enticed in under false pretenses. Then we all know what happens from there. Just listen to Maria recounting how Ghislaine Maxwell and Donald Trump's wife at the time, Ivana Trump, would drive around recruiting schoolgirls.
Donald Trump was always hanging out with Epstein, and Ivana was always hanging out with Ghislaine. And we'd ride in the car with her. Ghislaine's like, I have to get out right now. And she went and got a number from a child.
Did you go for rides often with her and Ivana? Or
yes.
Would she pick up girls all the time?
Yes. She didn't bring them in the car. She would get their phone numbers.
Right.
But she would drive by schools.
Right. So
as they got out.
And what's Ivana doing at this point? You know, what
sitting in the car.
Now, fortunately or unfortunately, Ghislaine wasn't quite high profile enough to receive a fake suicide like her husband did. Because, you know, if we're being realistic, that's what happened to old Jeff, isn't it? The cameras mysteriously cut out, the prison guards mysteriously fell asleep, the autopsy forensic reports were mysteriously not released, the DOJ's raw footage was mysteriously edited by Premiere Pro, whatever. But Ghislaine is still alive and is currently serving 20 years in prison for, I quote, conspiring to sexually exploit and abuse multiple minors over the course of a decade. I think we can all agree she did a bit more than that. But you want to know what's more shocking? Well, because Trump has stated the Epstein files don't exist, it's all a hoax made up by fucking Obama, you know, there is currently within MAGA a fucking Free Ghislaine movement. Look at this. Free Ghislaine Maxwell.
Like, there are people unironically cheering for Ghislaine Maxwell as if she's some kind of fucking hero right now. She is a child trafficker